All right, welcome back everybody. In today's video, we're going to test drive the brand new Mercedes Sprinter. We're hoping to test drive the gas and the turbo diesel models, and I'll give you my thoughts after the test drive. If you don't know me, my name is Steven Aldaco, and I've been living inside this Honda Element for 2 years, and it's about time to make a change. So let's get into it. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. If you guys are not already subscribed to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get to it.
You have the traffic sign assist, the active lane keeping assist, the active brake assist, attention and blind spot assistance. Now I put it in the reverse. We got the 360-degree camera.
Wow.
Where we can turn the sensors on and off. So if we had like a bike rack on the back or something, you can shut it off.
That's epic. Yeah.
The yellow tabs right here let us know if we're going to be able to swing our doors open or not. If we plan on doing some towing, we can get right up to the bowl. This is where it'll be when we always put it in the reverse. So let's see, notice here, we can kind of see that plant right here.
Yeah.
We can go to a wider view where we can see well beyond that plant. You see this pillar now, we can see the whole of the van over there. We can check the sides of our vehicle. My favorite part of the 360-degree camera is we can see the front of our van. So if I was worried if I was going to be able to make it out that shop, I know with all confidence I'm going to fit between that van.
That's so cool.
We can also do the same with the front as far as the wide view goes. We can see my desk here. We couldn't see that there a moment ago.
Yeah.
Another really cool thing about this particular van, we have the navigation system, which is obviously just navigation, but that feature also gives you the ability to go, hey Mercedes,
how can I help?
closest gas station.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, please?
Closest gas station.
Awesome.
So show all the gas
Here is
stations
what I found.
around. So this is a traffic sign assist up here. That'll tell you what street you're on, what the speed limit is.
Very cool.
You can also make the settings here. You can set it to warn you, where you, if you want it to, once you go over 3 miles over the speed limit, it'll tell you, hey,
Yeah, slow down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Another really cool thing about this particular one, put it into drive. I can turn on my cruise control, so if you look down here, you'll see that's where I'd be setting the speed I want to go. Now then I could also set the distance I want to keep.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, so if I set it for 60, traffic's only going 50, depending on what car length I have it at, it'll keep that safe distance.
So in traffic, it's like just no problem.
So literally from here to Vegas, I've driven there with my legs crossed, and all I had to do was worry about keeping it between the lines.
That's amazing. Nice.
The apps here, we have the Android and Apple CarPlay. Info, this will show you what kind of fuel economy you're currently getting. Your owner's manual here.
Wow.
Media, that's where you can go to play music off your Bluetooth. Our radio, we have the AM, FM, the navigation, and our phone. What's cool about the phone is you can actually access your contacts, dial a number, everything with leaving your phone in your pocket.
So we're back inside the Sprinter, and it's so much nicer. It doesn't even compare to the Ford or the Ram. It's like, it feels really well built, and all like the safety features and like navigation features really make it just like that much nicer. Of course, it comes with the price, $50,000 for this one, but maybe it's worth it. I don't know. We're gonna crunch the numbers and see. When we get inside my car, I'll give you guys more of a rundown of what I thought during the test drive. I didn't want to record while we were test driving, So yeah, I'll tell you more once we get back into the Element. It's been a few days since we've done the test drive, but I want to give my thoughts and my review about the Mercedes Sprinter. So I was able to test drive both the gas and the diesel model of the Mercedes Sprinter. And we'll talk about the turbo diesel model first. So the turbo diesel model was a little bit louder. Of course, it's a diesel engine, you know, you turn on the engine and it's got a little bit more of like a rumble to it, especially when I turned off all the music and all the air conditioning, you can definitely hear that engine running. That's something that's just gonna happen with a diesel engine. There's really not that big of a difference between the ride quality between the Ford Transit and the Mercedes Sprinter. I did notice the Ram ProMaster when I was test driving that maybe the ride quality didn't feel quite as like luxurious. Now, as far as how the engine itself felt, when you would step on the gas on the diesel engine, even though it has more torque, more low end, I think it's geared differently than the gas variation. So when you hit the gas, it took a little bit of time before the turbo spooled up and kicked in and you were able to take off. The AC was very, very loud in the vehicle, so that's something I noticed while we were driving. So now let's talk about the gas variation. So the gas model is geared differently. It has 9 gears in it, and those 9 gears, it's going to allow you to take off the line a little bit faster than you would in the diesel variation. The limiting factor with the gas variation is going to be your towing or payload capacity. It's only a 275-pound difference between the two, but I imagine having the bigger 6-cylinder diesel engine is going to make that towing just a little bit easier, especially when you're driving up those curvy mountain roads. But as far as like city driving and then maybe driving with your build in the back, I doubt that you're gonna feel that much of a difference between the gas and the diesel engine. So I have a personal experience with a friend who owned a 4x4 diesel Sprinter, and she actually had a lot of electrical issues, and she had so many issues to the point that Mercedes offered her a buyback on her vehicle, so she was able to get all of her money back because there were so many issues. Essentially, she bought a lemon, and this vehicle is brand new. I've also heard a lot of issues with the DEF system. It's kind of the emission system with the diesel and the Mercedes. So the gas model is quite an appealing option because it's a traditional gas engine. There's less things to break down into it. So I'm definitely leaning more towards the gas engine if I am deciding to purchase a Mercedes Sprinter. Where the Mercedes really starts to stand out is with all the technology and features. So if you watched earlier in the video, I had the salesman kind of go over all of the features that the Mercedes has. It's got a ton of safety features. It has a 360 camera, parking sensors, active lane distance keeping assist. So for instance, it can keep the distance between the car in front of you when you're in cruise control. It also has active wind assistance, so if there's a strong gust of wind, what the Mercedes does is it actually hits the brakes, which makes the vehicle lower down slightly, and that keeps you a little bit lower to the ground so that you can continue to drive without having so much rocking back and forth because of the wind. Overall, the van just feels more luxurious. You know, you have controls on the steering wheel, you have leather seating, you have heated seats, you've got all sorts of great luxury features, which make it very, very nice to drive, but aren't actually like a necessity. If money was no issue, I think I would go with the Sprinter, and I might even choose the gas version over the diesel version because of simplicity. So as you guys know, I've been kind of comparing the three vehicles, the Mercedes, the Sprinter, and the ProMaster. So yeah, if I had to rank them, I would rank the Mercedes Sprinter as number 1 with an unlimited budget. The second one I would choose is the Ford Transit. The high roof is maybe just a little bit too high, and maybe it feels a little bit shorter, kind of the same height as the Mercedes Sprinter would be a good choice. Number 3 would be the Ram ProMaster, very close to the Ford Transit, but and then number 4 is the Nissan NV, which isn't really a consideration considering that the gas mileage is just terrible, and overall it's not a very good vehicle. So I want to finish this video off with a little bit of pros and cons of the gas to diesel engine. So number 1, the gas engine, it's easier to find gas. Every gas station in the United States is going to have gas, and not every single gas station in the United States will have diesel. So if you're out in the boonies somewhere, you're low on gas, it's going to be easier to find it. There's no DEF system in the gasoline engine. If you're unfamiliar, the DEF is an emission system that the diesel Mercedes Sprinters have. And this is to make the diesel cleaner so it doesn't pollute the air as much, but it's very complicated and it's known to fail, and when it fails, it's very costly. the gasoline Sprinter is $4,000 cheaper right out the gate, and that's a really great savings right off the bat. And it's better for stop and go traffic. So if you're in the city doing a lot of stop and go, you're in traffic, the gasoline engine is going to handle those conditions better. Some of the cons for the gasoline engine is that they are not known to last super long, and that's just the nature of a gasoline engine. Diesel engines are known to go way over 500,000, even 1,000,000 miles, especially those Mercedes Sprinter engines. So for longevity, the gasoline engines just don't have it. It's also a smaller 4-cylinder engine, and that's not ideal for doing big hills or towing or things like that. So with the gasoline engine, you're going to have to take it into service a bit more than you would with the diesel engine. So those are some things to factor about the gasoline engine. Now the pros and cons for the diesel engine: better towing and payload capacity. The engines are proven to reach way over 500,000 miles as long as they're well taken care of. It has better gas mileage when you're doing those long highway cross-country road trips. It's better overall for highway driving. It's designed for that, and if you're doing a lot of that type of driving, a diesel might be a good consideration. And there's a longer time in between the service intervals, so you won't have to pay Mercedes as often to just do the maintenance on your vehicle as you would with the gas engine. Like we talked about earlier, the DEF system, it's complicated, it's known to fail, and when it does fail, it's going to cost you a lot of money. It's harder to find diesel mechanics, so if you're out in the boonies and something happens to your diesel Mercedes, you might have to tow it somewhere really far away, and that's going to cost you. It's more money up front to buy the diesel. It's $4,000 more for the regular diesel, $12,000 more for the 4x4. It's not an ideal engine to idle, so if you're sitting in traffic a lot, it's not ideal, and it's bad for stop and go traffic. So those are the pros and cons for the gas and diesel engines. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you enjoyed the test drive of the Mercedes Sprinter. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about the Mercedes Sprinter? Do you have any experience with the Mercedes Sprinter yourself? Let me know down in the comments. And we are very, very close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers by June 27th, my birthday. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can help us reach our goal by June 27th. And you guys take care. There will be more hiking content very soon. I've just been doing a lot of shopping for this van, but I do have a hike planned tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. All right, everybody, take care. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.